Greetings guys, today I'm going to show you on where to download Snort. So first you have to go to this, here's the address where you need to download, snort.org. It will take you to this main home page, and the first thing you need to do is to create an account. So to do that you need to click on sign in right here, and it will take you to this page, and then you click on this button, sign up. So you input your email, password, and then it will send you a confirmation email. You click on that confirmation link and it will take you to the sign in page. So once you sign in, it will take you back to the home page. And now the next step is to look here in step 1. These are the different OS, and on this main source, this is for Linux. I recommend you download this part. This is for Linux, and this is for Windows. In this case, I'm using Windows. So if you just click on this, the download should start. And there it is. Since I already have it, the next item you will need are the rules. So to download the rules, you have to click on downloads right here, and you scroll down, you go to the rules, and if you see right here, if you already signed in, they should be visible already. So you have to download the latest version, which is right here. It's called Snort Rules Snapshot 29. This. So once you download this, you have to just extract, which I'm going to show you in the next video. So once you have those two files, your next program you will need is, of course, WinPCAP. You can get it from winpcap.org. Just click on download and you will start downloading WinPCAP right here. This is WinPCAP. And that's about it, guys. In the next step, I'll show you how to install Snort. So once you have downloaded your Snort, you just run the installer just like so. So you just click on agree, then make sure you check everything, then go next. You can choose where you want to install it, and then hit next. And once it's done, just close. It will tell you that you need WinPCAP, which you're also gonna do that next. So click OK. Then here's your WinPCAP. You run the installer. Next, I agree. Then it's best to check this automatically when you're gonna start using Snort. So make sure that's checked and click install. Once it's finished, hit finish, and now the final step is to copy the rules. So here's the Snort rules. You just double click that. Here are the rules, and then you have to click extract to, and then browse to the installation folder of Snort. So it's in C drive, and here is Snort. Click OK. So just wait a little while. And of course, if it says confirm file replace, just say yes to all. And that's pretty much it, and you're done. And now you're ready to configure Snort. So before we move on to the configuration, there's still one more file which I forgot to mention in the past steps that you really need to get. This is called ZMap, and you can get it from nmap.org. So when you come here to the main page, you click on download, and it will take you to this download folder, sorry, download web page. So if you go down a little bit, here you'll find Microsoft Windows binary. So this is the execution file. This is the file you need. So ZenMap is a port scanning program, which is quite important. You're going to need it to really port scan the website or or another device. So once you get it, you have to install it right here. Run the installer. I agree. Make sure everything is checked. Next, and install it to its default folder. Then click install. Since I already have it, I don't need to do that. And now we can get to the configuration of Snort. So in order to configure Snort, go to its installation folder, which is in this case is in C drive, Snort. Then go to etc. Then click on this Snort config file. It's a config file. Open it with a WordPad. And then what we need to do here is to change the path, because the path by default is Linux. So where to go? If you scroll down a little bit, you will see right here, path to your rules. So when we run Snort, it's going to look for the rules of the path, and it's also going to look for the white and blacklist path. So you have to make sure you change it. It should look exactly like this. Okay, make sure it looks all like this, then we can move on. And now one more thing we need to add are the white and black list, because if you don't add those, it's going to give you an error when you run Snort. So you have to go to the rules folder, and all you need to do is to create a notepad. Oh, sorry. Just click on here. This is a like I'm gonna open a notepad, and you just need to, it should be pure blank. You need to create two files, and you just need to save it as like white underscore list dot list. You save as this in Snort rules. But in this case, I already have the whitelist file, which is right here. So you have to save it as this, and then create another notepad and save it as a blacklist underscore list dot rules. This is another file you need to save it as. So once you created already these two files, which should really be blank, there's nothing in there. And now your next step is to run Snort. So to run Snort, open up the command prompt. So here's the command. Type in cd, type in like so. Then type in Snort. Your interface, in this case, for my interface, it is 1. It can be from 1 to 5. In this case, my interface is 1, which is the LAN cable. So, and next, -a console. Now -c is the config file of Snort. Input the path of the config file. So like here. Oh yeah. Okay. And then run it. Now it's gonna take a little while to load. What you need to get at the bottom is a text saying that commencing packet processing. Yeah, this is it. Once you get this, that means it is currently working. So now that the thing is working, we can move on to the next step. And now we'll see how to detect ping using Snort. So before we do that, there's something you need to configure. To go to the Snort folder, then go into the rules folder. Now open any of the rules file. So in this case, I will open ICMP using WordPad, and this is the command you need to insert into the rules. Okay, just insert this only in one rule. Okay, you don't need to open every other rule and insert this command. Okay, so once you've done that, you close it, save and close it, and now we start running Snort. So I have opened a command for Snort and we start running it. And now you open a second command and try to check the IP of your current interface. In this case, this is my IP, and now we shall start commencing ping. So since Snort is commencing packet processing, that means it is working. So let's start pinging and see if it detects. If you see that, that means it's currently working. This is the IP of Google, and this is the IP of the device that is pinging to Google. So, and here it is. See? So, this concludes the pinging procedure. Now, in this final step, we're going to learn how to log the port scan. So, before we do this, there's something you need to create. You go into Snort folder, then go into the log folder. Now, you need to create any blank. You just have to create a blank text file here, like here. Put any name you like, and then you go into etc folder, open up snort config, and now what you're looking for is this stream5 underscore global. Make sure it all looks the same as it shows right here. Okay, make sure all of that is a match. And now the next thing you need to look is port scan. Okay, and make sure everything is the same right here except this. This is the log file which Snort is gonna look for and input all the data into it. So to make sure the log file is matched like the one you created in the log folder. See? Make sure that's a match, and now make sure proto is all, scan type is all, and the sense level can be either low, medium, or high. In my case, I prefer medium, but here I'll explain. If you put it low, the port scan speed is really slow, but it'll give you very accurate result. Medium is of course balance of speed and accuracy, while high, it is very fast, but you will have a lot of useless and rubbish results. So it's best to keep it medium. It is balance of accuracy and speed. So once that's done, you go ahead and save it. And now you're ready to run ZenMap, our port scanner. So in this case, you have to input the IP of either your website or another device. In this case, I will input the IP of Google. 73. And now make sure the profile is intent scan, and before you run it, you have to start running Snort. In this case, so just wait for Snort to start running, and then we can run the scan. In this case, a Snort will detect the scan of our ZenMap. So there we go, it is running. Now we start scanning. And there you go, Snort is actually detecting the ping of our port scanner. Google has sent some packets to my device. I sent some packets to Google and received. Now you have to just wait a little while till it is done. And I'll be right back once this is done. Okay, I'm back and looks like my port scanner is complete, and you can see there are some rubbish results right here uh, because of the speed I chose. I chose medium, and these are rubbish results here. So, but what I really need is this, is the IP of Google and my device. So you can just stop the snort and check the log file for the any activity that happened. All right. So we go to log, open this with WordPad, and now we can check the time and date, and here it is. So I scanned it at this time. This is the time I scanned, and this is the IP of my device and the packet it has sent to Google IP. And there you have it. So this concludes the testing of Snort. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.